Introduction: the hidden drinks that wreck your blood sugar while you sleep. Most diabetics know to avoid sugar. But what if the real danger isn't what you eat? It's what you drink. Every night, millions of people unknowingly sabotage their blood sugar while trying to relax before bed. A glass of juice, a cup of milk, a soothing herbal drink, all seemingly harmless. Yet by morning, their glucose has silently spiked, their insulin has crashed, and their body wakes up exhausted, inflamed, and craving sugar again. The truth is that some drinks trigger the same blood sugar chaos as soda, even those marketed as natural, organic, or low-fat. They overload your liver with fructose, block fat burning during sleep, and force your pancreas to keep working overtime long after you've closed your eyes. In this video, I'll reveal the 10 most dangerous drinks for your blood sugar, explain why they're harmful, and show you the healthier alternatives that help your body recover while you rest. Because the truth is simple: if you want stable blood sugar, deep sleep, and steady energy, it starts with your nightly choices. I'm Dr. Adam Watanabe, and this could be the most eye-opening 10 minutes you'll ever spend on your health. Stay with me to the end. Your next morning could feel completely different. Topic 1. Fruit juice. Nature's most deceptive sugar bomb. It says 100% natural, but your pancreas reads it as pure sugar. Even fresh squeezed orange juice, often considered a healthy breakfast staple, can contain more sugar than soda. One glass can deliver up to 30 grams of fructose, a type of sugar that bypasses insulin and goes straight to your liver, flooding it with fat overnight. Fructose also triggers a surge in triglycerides, worsening insulin resistance and inflammation. Studies show that people who drink fruit juice regularly have a 21% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and for those who already have diabetes, these spikes can last for hours, even after sleep. The problem isn't just the sugar, it's the absence of fiber. Whole fruit slows digestion and gives your body time to process glucose, but juice strips that fiber away, leaving behind a liquid that slams your bloodstream like an IV drip of sugar. If you crave something fruity at night, choose infused water, slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries in cold water. It gives you flavor, antioxidants, and hydration without the insulin chaos. So remember, even if it's natural, juice at night isn't your friend, it's liquid candy wearing a healthy disguise. Topic 2. Low-fat milk, the silent blood sugar spiker. For decades, we were told that low-fat milk was the healthy choice, but for people with diabetes, it can quietly wreak havoc on blood sugar overnight. When fat is removed, what's left behind is lactose, a natural sugar that digests rapidly and spikes glucose faster than many desserts. 1 cup of low-fat milk can raise blood sugar by up to 30 points within an hour. Even worse, many skim and low-fat varieties are fortified with powdered milk solids, increasing sugar concentration even more. That creamy texture you see, it's often a sign of added milk sugar, not nutrition. Meanwhile, the absence of fat means your body absorbs the sugar faster, without the buffering effect that slows digestion. High nighttime glucose interferes with deep sleep, forcing your body to produce more insulin while you rest, which leads to morning fatigue, headaches, and sugar cravings. Over time, this roller coaster accelerates insulin resistance and damages blood vessels in the eyes, kidneys, and heart. If you enjoy milk before bed, switch to unsweetened almond, coconut, or macadamia milk. These provide healthy fats, magnesium, and minimal carbs. Better yet, warm them slightly with cinnamon, a natural insulin stabilizer, to calm your body before sleep. Low fat doesn't always mean low risk. Sometimes it means high sugar, hidden behind clever marketing. Topic 3. Coffee with creamer. The diabetic trap in disguise. Your morning cup of coffee might be harmless, but your evening or sweetened coffee could be a blood sugar bomb. Most coffee creamers, even those labeled sugar-free, contain corn syrup solids, hydrogenated oils, and artificial sweeteners that confuse your metabolism. These ingredients trigger insulin just like sugar, but your body doesn't receive real energy, so it stays hungry and stressed. Flavored creamers, vanilla, hazelnut, caramel, can contain up to 6 teaspoons of sugar per serving, and few people stop at 1. Even plant-based versions often hide maltodextrin or tapioca syrup, which spike glucose faster than sucrose. Caffeine also plays a sneaky role. When consumed late in the day, it stimulates cortisol, the stress hormone that raises blood sugar and disrupts melatonin, your sleep hormone. That means your body stays in alert mode when it should be repairing cells and restoring insulin sensitivity. For diabetics, this combination is toxic. Artificial creamers, plush caffeine, high glucose, poor sleep, and morning crashes. The fix? Choose black coffee or brew it with a teaspoon of MCT oil or unsweetened coconut milk. This provides steady energy without glucose spikes and can even enhance fat metabolism overnight. Coffee isn't the enemy, it's the company it keeps. The danger hides in the cup's sweetness, not in the bean itself. Topic 4. Alcohol. The midnight glucose roller coaster. A small glass of wine before bed might seem relaxing, but for diabetics, alcohol is one of the most unpredictable triggers for nighttime glucose chaos. Here's why. When alcohol enters your system, your liver immediately shifts its focus from regulating blood sugar to detoxifying the alcohol itself. During this process, glucose production slows or stops, causing your sugar levels to drop sharply at first. But that's just the beginning. A few hours later, as your liver clears the alcohol, it releases stored glucose, sending your blood sugar skyrocketing back up while you're asleep. This constant up and down pattern not only ruins sleep quality, but also damages your insulin sensitivity over time. The type of alcohol also matters. Beer and sweet cocktails are packed with fast carbs. Even wine, though lower in sugar, contains ethanol, which blocks your liver from managing glucose efficiently. Add mixers like tonic or fruit juice, and you've got a perfect recipe for overnight spikes and morning crashes. If you do drink, pair it with protein and healthy fat, and never on an empty stomach. A small serving of salmon or avocado before a glass of wine can reduce the glucose swing dramatically. The truth is, alcohol doesn't help you relax. It disrupts your body's repair cycle, keeping your organs busy detoxifying when they should be healing. For stable blood sugar, the best nightcap is herbal tea, not a cocktail. Topic 5. Sports drinks and electrolyte mixes. Hidden sugars in healthy bottles. They promise hydration, energy, and recovery. But for diabetics, most sports drinks are pure sugar disguised as performance fuel. A single bottle can contain up to 34 grams of glucose and fructose, nearly the same as a can of soda. These sugars are rapidly absorbed, flooding your bloodstream long after your workout is over. Even zero-sugar electrolyte mixes can be deceiving. Many use maltodextrin, asulfame potassium, or sucralose, artificial additives that confuse the gut and trigger insulin spikes. These sweeteners activate glucose receptors in your mouth and stomach, telling your pancreas to release insulin even without real sugar present. The result? Blood sugar instability that can last all night. What's worse, some of these drinks also contain sodium benzoate and artificial dyes, which increase oxidative stress and inflammation, two key drivers of diabetic complications. The healthier option is simple. Make your own electrolyte drink. Combine filtered water, a pinch of sea salt, a squeeze of lemon, and a teaspoon of chia seeds. This blend hydrates, provides natural magnesium, and supports glucose control without the chemical overload. Remember, true hydration doesn't need flavor enhancers or neon colors. Your body craves minerals, not marketing. Topic 6. Sweetened tea, the comfort drink that secretly fuels inflammation. Tea is one of the oldest healing drinks on earth, but once you add sugar, honey, or flavored syrups, it turns into a metabolic disaster for diabetics. A single cup of sweetened iced tea can contain up to 50 grams of sugar, often more than a can of soda. The problem isn't just quantity, it's the timing. When you drink it in the evening, that surge in glucose forces your pancreas to release a flood of insulin just as your body is trying to enter rest mode. The result? Your blood sugar drops too quickly, waking you up in the middle of the night hungry, sweaty, or anxious. This pattern silently drains your energy, weakens your immune system, and accelerates insulin resistance. Even honey, often seen as a natural sweetener, has a high glycemic impact when consumed in liquid form. Without fiber or fat to slow absorption, it behaves exactly like table sugar. And those zero-calorie teas at gas stations, they often contain aspartame or sucralose, which alter gut bacteria and confuse your body's glucose sensors. The solution is balance. Brew green tea or chamomile with a slice of lemon or cinnamon stick. These herbs naturally reduce inflammation and help your body use insulin more efficiently. Remember, tea should heal, not harm. The sweetness of good health lasts longer than any spoonful of sugar ever could. Topic 7. Diet soda, the artificial enemy masquerading as a friend. It says zero sugar, but your body isn't fooled. Diet sodas trick your brain into thinking sugar is coming, prompting an insulin release without actual glucose to balance it. Over time, this disconnect trains your metabolism to become insulin resistant, meaning your cells stop responding properly to insulin altogether. Research shows that people who drink diet soda daily have a 67% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to non-drinkers. The culprits are artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. They alter the gut microbiome, reducing beneficial bacteria that regulate glucose metabolism. When your gut bacteria shift, your blood sugar regulation collapses, cravings for sweets increase, hunger hormones rise, and your brain becomes desensitized to real sugar, meaning you end up eating more overall. What's worse, these sodas often contain phosphoric acid, which depletes calcium and magnesium, two minerals essential for insulin sensitivity and nerve health. Combine that with caffeine, and you've got a recipe for dehydration and poor glucose control overnight. If you crave fizz, go for sparkling water with lime or apple cider vinegar. You'll still get the satisfying bubbles minus the hormonal chaos. The label might say 0, but the cost to your metabolism is anything but. Topic 8. Fruit juices. The health halo that destroys blood sugar. Fruit juice sounds innocent. It even carries the word fruit. But when you strip away the fiber, what remains is pure liquid sugar. A single glass of orange juice can contain up to 9 teaspoons of sugar, the equivalent of 3 glazed donuts. The problem isn't just the amount, it's how quickly it hits your bloodstream. Without fiber to slow digestion, fructose rushes directly into your liver, forcing it to convert excess sugar into fat. Over time, this process leads to fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and sky-high triglycerides, all common in diabetics. Even 100% natural or cold-pressed juices spike blood sugar within minutes. Apple juice, grape juice, and tropical blends are particularly dangerous. Their fructose to glucose ratio overloads your liver and suppresses leptin, the hormone that tells your brain you're full. That's why you can drink 200 calories of juice and still feel hungry. Instead, blend the whole fruit with its fiber intact, or better yet, infuse water with lemon, cucumber, or berries for natural flavor and antioxidants. Your pancreas doesn't care how organic your juice is. Sugar without fiber is still sugar. Remember, eating fruit nourishes, drinking it punishes. Drinking it punishes. Topic 9. Flavored plant milks. The hidden dessert in your glass. Plant-based milks like almond, oat, and soy can be great alternatives, but when sweetened or flavored, they become liquid sugar bombs disguised as health food. Many commercial oat milks, for example, contain up to 20 grams of carbohydrates per cup, much of it from added sugar or enzymatically processed starch. Here's the catch. During production, manufacturers break down oat starch into maltose, a sugar that spikes blood glucose even faster than table sugar. That means your healthy oat milk latte could send your sugar soaring higher than a candy bar. Flavored versions like vanilla or chocolate are even worse, often loaded with syrups, emulsifiers, and gums that irritate the gut and impair nutrient absorption. These additives create chronic inflammation, which worsens insulin resistance and damages blood vessel walls, two deadly combinations for diabetics. If you enjoy plant milks, choose unsweetened, additive-free options. Almond, macadamia, or coconut milk are your best allies, rich in magnesium and healthy fats that stabilize glucose and promote calm before sleep. Read the label carefully. If the first ingredient after water isn't the actual nut or seed, it's probably just flavored sugar water. Your blood sugar doesn't read labels, but your body pays the price when you don't. Topic 10. Flavored water and vitamin drinks. The modern blood sugar trap. They look harmless, colorful bottles labeled vitamin water, hydration boost, or zero sugar. But most of these trendy drinks are chemical cocktails that quietly destroy blood sugar balance. Let's start with the obvious. Even zero sugar drinks often contain hidden carbs in the form of modified starches, maltodextrin, or erythritol blends. These compounds don't show up as sugar on the label, but once digested, they trigger the same insulin response as pure glucose. It's a marketing illusion, and your pancreas pays the price. Then come the synthetic vitamins. Many brands fortify their drinks with lab-made B vitamins that are poorly absorbed and often combined with preservatives and coloring agents that increase oxidative stress. For diabetics, this means inflammation, unstable energy, and disrupted sleep. One of the worst offenders is vitamin water itself. The original version contains 32 grams of sugar per bottle, the same as soda. Even low-sugar versions use sucralose or stevia extracts in high concentrations, which can alter gut bacteria and promote glucose intolerance. If you want true hydration, skip the lab formulas. Mix filtered water, a slice of cucumber, a squeeze of lemon, and a pinch of sea salt. Real electrolytes, no chemistry experiment. Your body doesn't need synthetic vitamins to heal. It needs the simplicity of minerals, light, and rest. Closing the truth about what you drink, every sip you take is a message to your metabolism. For diabetics, the difference between healing and harm often hides not in the food but in the glass beside the plate. You can follow every diet, track every carb, and still lose control of your blood sugar if your daily drinks are silently undoing your progress. Sugary teas, healthy juices, and late-night alcohol don't just raise glucose, they trigger inflammation, strain your liver, and weaken your insulin response overnight. The solution isn't restriction, it's awareness. Replace the traps with healing rituals, warm water with lemon in the morning, herbal teas through the day, and magnesium-rich drinks like chia water or golden milk at night. These calm your nervous system, hydrate your cells, and help your body restore balance while you sleep. Diabetes management isn't about fear, it's about consistency. Small daily choices shape the future of your health more than any medication ever will. So tonight, look at your glass before you drink. Ask yourself, is this helping my body heal or making it work harder? Your bloodstream listens to every answer,